Alright guys, welcome back to part 26. This should be the epic grand conclusion of Tomb Raider. Hopefully. Maybe. That is my hope.
Pour forth and return to this mortal toil. Pour forth and be reborn. Pour forth and awaken.
Oh God, I have to get her.
That was a big explosion, idiots. Well, I mean, for the climax of the game. Why am I looting people? Oh shit.
Oh please! Sam! Hold on!
That worked out conveniently well. Get her.
You won't stop me, you bastard!
Fucking cut off my dick, Holmes.
We need some ammo.
There we go. Oh shit. Okay, we're good. We're good. Keep going. Let's keep this party rolling. Hey, Big Dude came back. He's like, oh shit, that guy got blown away. I do feel bad for most of these guys. Like, oh shit. I'm gonna run back. Shotgun. Nope. I'm just gonna buy you time. Come on, buddy. Come on. Show me what you got. This is a gentleman's duel. You filthy archers. Whoa! Did you all see him teleport behind me? Probably. Sorry, it was just me. Come on. He had a lot on him. Alright, Matthias. Coming to kill you.
No!
Come on, Laura! Best phantoms of the game. Laura gets to dual wield for the final battle. How does get your soul scream here? Look at those eyes. Holy Jesus. That's how you knew she was evil. She died in an explosion. It's kind of true. It happens a lot.
Sal. Oh, Sam. Thank God. Laura. What's happening? I'm here. You're safe now. It's okay. It's okay. You saved me. I knew you would. I made you a promise. Let's get you home.
She saved you because she's a Croft. Because that seems to be the selling point of the game. Laura's dad in the old games was also like a big archaeologist and adventurer. So I noticed that whenever they reboot Lara Croft, her backstory is that her parents are dead and she got raised by somebody else. I don't know the names of the guys in the old ones, but like she had her butler back in the original franchise, I think, that raised her, like Batman. And then I know you play as a character who raises, or play with a character that raises her in like, I think the fourth one.
She's got Sam! She did it.
I think she's going to be okay.
Apparently she has like a sick white tattoo on her arm now.
What happened up there?
It's over. We can go now.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
I've been so blind, so naive. For years, I resented my father, doubted him like the rest. But he was right about so much. I just wish I could tell him that now. There are so many mysteries that I once dismissed as mere stories, but the line between our myths and truth is fragile and blurry. I need to find answers. I must understand.
Making me waffles before her ballet class.
Need anything? Don't really know what happened to you on that island. Judging from those wounds and that look in your eyes, I'm guessing I don't want to know. Anyway, we'll be home soon.
Smart guy. Was that our father's journal? Yeah.
I'm not going home.
pretty sure that was a thing in the old Tomb Raiders too. The survivor is born. Cool. So that's the end of Tomb Raider 2013. We hope you have enjoyed playing Tomb Raider. We have worked our hardest on bringing you the best game we could possibly make. Thank you for taking the time to complete our game. Oh, Crystal Dynamics. You made like a bunch of games that I really liked as a kid. Of course, I'm going to play some of your modern stuff. Whenever you happen to put out something I used to play as a kid, except in modern form. Like Tomb Raider. Well, I could either sit here and gripe and talk about what I love about this game for 10 minutes, or this could be the part where I fast forward the credits for, you know, until I reach the end, which is, like, super possible. I might fast forward it, might not. I'll listen to it later when it's done, and I'll make up my mind then. What I like about this game, I love its cinematic representation. A lot of people compared it to Uncharted and how this game was built and handled. I've never played the Uncharted games. I never owned a PS3, and I don't own any of the modern game consoles aside from a Wii U, because that's the only one you really need. But maybe now the PS3 stuff's all getting really cheap, I might buy that at some point. It'd be something I could do Let's Plays of, you know, a bunch of PS3 games I've never touched before. Like The Last of Us is one that I've managed to avoid spoiling for a very long time. I'd like to play it before somebody spoils that game for me. But what do I like about this game? I love its cinematic representation. I heard people complain about how, like, especially the old guard, I guess I could say, of the Tomb Raider franchise. A lot of them were like, well, you know, this isn't very Tomb Raider-y. I played all the old Tomb Raiders. Not all of them. I don't think I ever finished number 4, which was Revelations, but I played 1, 2, 3, and I played Chronicles, and I even played Angel of Darkness, which is considered the worst one. But really, I find the old Tomb Raiders had this kind of mysticism where, like, it was like this big focus on platforming and stuff like that, and like I never did get to play. I haven't played like Legends all the way through, or the Anniversary, which I heard the Anniversary was actually very, very good. Maybe something I could do eventually. But I do know what people are complaining, so they're not very Tomb Raider-y. Like, it's like there's a lot of like set pieces and stuff like that when you're like sliding down the hill and the plane's crashing behind you and everything's falling apart, and like, I get it. Like, there's a lot of set pieces like that. And it's a fair complaint, but I don't think it's one that's very well grounded. Because like this is supposed to be like a prequel reboot to Lara Croft, you know. Because like I don't think any of the games aside from Revelations ever covered like Laura's first big adventure. Because I'm pretty sure in Revelations you play Laura when she's really young. At the very start of the game, and but it's like your tutorial level, and then I think that explains how your dad or your caregiver, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't your dad you're with, I'm pretty sure it was like the guy who's with you, like Roth in this game, was taking care of you, and he disappeared through these events. But anyways, but that doesn't really matter. And I do understand why they would feel that difference, because like the combat's nowhere near similar. It relies more on like a cover-based shooter, whereas the old ones were basically just like, you know, there's a simple lock-on system, and then you just moved Laura back and forth, jump, back, forth, front flip, back flip, and she'd always happen to be able to shoot at her target at all times. And you got a good variety of guns, and there were a lot more secrets. If there's one thing I can say about the old Tomb Raiders versus the newest one that I miss the most, is digging through levels to find all the secrets, because sometimes I could take hours running around in a small level to find every single secret. And I think that's honestly the biggest thing for me, because people are like, well, it's collectibles. I'm like, collectibles aren't secrets. And when people compare them, I get a little bit angry, because I know better. Because, like, if you go through like Rage is a good example. Rage has secrets and collectibles in it. Because like their secret rooms, their quotation mark secret rooms that some people call them, were the ones where you put this grinding lock on a door. Like the door is marked, you just can't go into it, and some people refer to these rooms as secret rooms. It is not a secret room. Rage has 3 secret rooms that you have to go through you have to know basically exactly where they are to get to them, but they are rooms that reference back to the original Doom, the original Quake, and the original Wolfenstein. And you need to go through and you need to know where this stuff is to get to it. And if you don't know where it is, then I mean, tough, but those are actual secret rooms. I mean, those are like secret rooms, but like, you get my point. I'm trying to make like an opposites example here. So, but like this game completely lacks those types of things built into it, and it's just like, yeah, there's lots of collectibles and stuff, and it'll keep you going for a few hours, and I mean, with this game, you'd probably get like 10 to 12 hours of gameplay through it, and I mean, that's great and everything, but like, it offers 0 replayability beyond like maybe going back through the game again, like my second time through the game, which was this time, third time through, because technically I had to replay the game because my recording fucked up at one point. I played it through on hard. The combat was a lot harder. I had to be like really careful. In normal mode, you could just like, you can stand out in the open and just tank through pretty much everything that throws at you. So like that's a good change of pace. After being so long since I played it the last time, which was when it first came out like 2 years ago, it was nice seeing the tombs again because it took me a little bit to remember all this stuff. So I actually had to figure out a good chunk of it. More positive stuff about the game. It handled really well. It looked beautiful. Like, it's not the best looking game I've ever seen, but like, really, this game like looks astounding. I love the visuals. I love the music. I think everything sounds great. I would have killed to have heard them to make like a remake of the old Tomb Raider like menu music or like opening theme for this game, which I would just freaking loved. What else was there? I think something else I would have loved to have seen come from this game was something a little more complex for its level up system. Mind you, it's pretty straightforward. You just you level up, eventually you unlock the next tier, and then like the tier's unlocked for everything. So I mean, you don't have to like fill out everything. It just happened to work out that way. It's neat that like the upgrades, like the big like cosmetic upgrades for your weapons and like what other bigger power boosts are like hidden in like crates around the world, so it encourages you to go around and find all the boxes. Since it seemed to be tied to specific boxes and not how many you found, although I can't say that for certain. The game has some frustrating moments and a few silly bugs that I feel like got overlooked as a whole. Like, I mean, there's I think it was part 22 or 23. It was near the end of part 22 or 23 where I had this problem walking around the fence, and I slipped off onto the ledge below, a ledge that I had previously visited to myself, and drops down from that height, and it killed me instantly. So it's like, why? You know? Like, I really wish that like certain bugs like that had been like rectified in the game, especially like 2 years later. Like, this game is done being updated now, but like there's still some bugs in the game. Or like even in the last boss fight in this part here, like I dodged around him, looked at him, and then he teleported behind me. Like, he didn't make an animation. He like, you can see his character model just like slide very quickly and take position behind me. A maneuver that he never used again if it was something that he was supposed to be able to do, and B, could have gotten me killed, which would have made me very unhappy. I like that. Lastly, thank you to the incredible community of passionate artists, authors, bloggers, cosplayers, and superfans who have tirelessly supported Laura since 1996. Huh. That's actually kind of cute. Survivors were born. Also kind of depressing to put that in there. These are our kids. They're not people. They're survivors in this day and age. So, but yeah, I am super excited for Rise of the Tomb Raider to come out. I am just very sad that it is coming out on Xbox One, not PC. That's what it's not coming out on right away. It will. Nothing after the credits. Looks like nothing after the credits. Actually, you complete the story of No Rock and Moose. You return to the island. The second kid will coordinate. Cool. Tomb Raider. So, what happens is... yeah, looks like we're done. So... yeah, that was Tomb Raider. All 26 parts of it. A bit longer than I thought it would be. Being James, our Dead Space 3 playthrough also went quite a bit longer than I thought it would. I assume it was probably because of the optional side areas. Like in Tomb Raider, doing the optional tombs is like, it's like 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the tomb. Except for like the one I got second for like 15 minutes. I ignore that one. That was not a high point of my life. Yeah. So the one thing I can say is that this game is just, I love it. And Rise of the Tomb Raider, can't wait for it to come out on PC. Put that disclaimer in there, because I ain't buying an Xbox One or anything. Actually, Xbox One gave me an incentive that when they announced that it's backwards compatible now with all 360 games. So the Xbox One is looking like something I might actually purchase. Because they're like, why would they want backwards compatibility? Man, those guys, they don't need backwards compatibility. I'm like, I absolutely want backwards compatibility. Oh, fucking game companies, man. Anyways, thank you guys for watching part 26 of my Tomb Raider playthrough. As to what I'll be playing next, I'm not entirely sure. I'll figure it out when I get there. But, if you guys liked what you saw, please like, please subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys in whatever the hell I choose to do next.